Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm doing a little bit of a different review today. Yes, I'm driving. I am actually on my way to pick up my dad, and we are going on an overnight to Crowder's Mountain. Crowder's Mountain is a little tiny, I don't even know if you really can consider it a mountain, but it's called a mountain, so we'll go with that. That's about an hour away from Charlotte. And it has some backpacking areas where you can like camp out at, backcountry campgrounds, as well as some hiking. They have a man-made lake that's about, I think it's like 9 acres, so you can do some canoeing, kayaking if you have a kayak, things like that. So we're just going to go and get away. We're not doing big miles or anything like that. I think it's like a mile from where we park to where we're actually going. So it's going to be nothing big. It's more like just like a relaxation trip. So I'm super excited about it. The past month and a half, all my trips I've been rained out of. It has stormed incessantly. And I'm talking like storms where lightning every 30 seconds. One of the trips I was supposed to go on, we canceled last minute. Me and my friend did, and the other people went. And it was about 3 hours away from us, so we were like, that's just, you know, it was prediction for really bad storms, and we're like, you know, let's not drive 3 hours just to be turned back. So the rest of the girls went, cool, everything like that. They reported back with video. Apparently the water flooded the trail above their ankles. They actually hiked, I think it was like 5 miles before they eventually just had to turn back because the weather was so bad. Torrential downpours, and apparently that same exact day, I think it was like a couple miles away from where we were, 2 people were actually electrocuted by lightning. So they were struck by lightning. So I'm glad that we did not go, but those are the kind of storms that we have been getting, and it's like great during the week while I have to work, but the weekends are just trash when it comes to weather. And it's great if you're through hiking and you want to hike in the rain, but whenever you only get 2 glorious days to spend in the wilderness, I actually don't prefer to hike in the rain, or lightning at least. But yeah, so it is supposed to be a balmy 89 degrees today. I think it's 67 tonight. So I actually am going to do a review, backpacking meal review tonight. This video is actually sponsored by Kentucky Adventure Group, so thank you so much for sponsoring this video. They are an outdoor travel group in Kentucky, and they do kayaking and backpacking trips. So if you are interested or have never been to Kentucky, or even if you live in Kentucky, just totally got off on that random lane that I did not need to be in. Check them out. I'm going to go ahead and link their Instagram and their website down below. They offer multi-day trips as well as overnight trips. Their prices are really great. They provide you with a detailed backpacking list. They also provide you with a tent to sleep in. They provide you with snacks and with meals. And so the meal that I'm actually going to be reviewing tonight is the meals that they actually use for their trips. I've never tried them before. I think they're called Peak Refuel. They look pretty good, and I checked the reviews out online, and they have like probably the best reviews that I've seen for backpacking meals. So thank you so much, guys, for sending me these 2 meals. They sent me 2, a breakfast and a dinner, so I'm going to go ahead and do both of those tonight. Hopefully my battery holds up on my phone. I just thought it would be pretty cool to, this time, maybe try a meal while I'm actually backpacking. So I'm going to get out, and I'll talk a little bit more about them whenever I'm doing the review. So I'm about to pick up my dad, and we'll see you on the trail. There's my father back there talking on the phone. So we are at our campsite, and it's actually pretty nice. Over here we have actual firewood that you can purchase, but yet there's firewood literally everywhere that people buy, and then they don't use all of it. But they have a pit toilet, and I'm hoping what I saw is still there. So we were checking things out, and my dad opened the pit toilet door, and we had quite a scare. Needless to say, I'm not using this pit toilet, but they actually have bathrooms here, which are really weird. So this is a backcountry campsite. It's about a mile hike in, so it's not that far, and then you can go back to the main trail and then go up about another 1.5 miles to the top of Crowder's Mountain. So this is the pit toilet. Let's see if I can flip you around here. Woo! Didn't even look. I probably had something hanging above me. Spider is about the size of my palm. They okay?
It's still just an outhouse.
Let's see inside. Oh, there's some wasps in this one. Okay, let's gently close that. Well, the bathroom situation is okay, minus the wasp. They actually have 2 of those bathrooms, and one didn't have wasps, so we're all good. But, so this is a little bit of a different trip. Normally we go on much larger miles than just a mile or so up a mountain, but it should be fun. Just going to be relaxing. I have missed being outside, and I am wearing my, let's see if I can get it, my Get Outside Girl in the Wood shirt. So my father bought me that, so thank you, Father, for that. And yeah, so let's set up our tent. I actually brought my one-man, it's a Ozark Trail W700 one-person tent. It weighs like 2.2 pounds. A lot of people always dog Ozark Trail, but this tent is actually really good. My dad bought it for me for my birthday. I think it was like $69. It's very light, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do a review for that. It might be released in the next video, not all at the same one, so this one isn't so long. But yeah, so let's set up our tent. First, an ultralight backpacking tent that my dad got me. It's really super light. Only weighs 2.2 pounds. I really like it, so let's get this thing set up. Only took me 300 hours, but here it is. This is the one-man Ozark Trail W700. I do not have the fly on, as I do not want to create an oven for myself to get into tonight, but it does have, you know, very much like, I believe it's the REI Quarter Dome that cost $2.99, whereas this one was $69, and I think it's like the exact, well, people have been saying online that it's pretty much a replica of it. So yeah, I love it. He's still setting up his tent. He has an Ozark Trail. Which one do you have?
I'm not sure. It's just a Ozark Trail one-person backpacking tent. It was 29 bucks, like, I don't know, 4 years ago or something like that. It's a 5x7. Say it's a one-man, but I think 2 people can sleep in it, really, you know.
Yeah. We'll check that out whenever you get it up.
Yep.
Maybe today will be the first time that I sleep without the fly on. Doubt it. Hey guys, so we are here and it's kind of late. We went on a hike, a very deceiving hike. It said 1.5 miles just up to like the top of it's called the Pinnacle. I think they lied. I think it was more like 7 miles up there. But I think that's how it always feels whenever you're on a hike that's just like straight up incline. So not my favorite whenever it's straight up incline. So we got back kind of late, so that's why if it looks kind of dark, it's probably like after 8:30. But we are trying, and I already ripped it open so I can be ready because I am boiling the water. I do have my MSR Pocket Rocket 2 here, and it does, whoop, dropping that. It does boil pretty quickly, so yeah, still boiling. But yeah, so this is was sent to me, like I was telling you at the beginning. This was sent to me by Jeremy. He is with Kentucky Adventure Group, and they are actually an outdoor group that takes on, you can either be one person and go by yourself, or you can go on groups, and they do 1 night, 2 night, 3 night trips. And what they do is they do specialize in backpacking and kayaking. So if you have never been and you're like always wanted to get it, either kayaking or backpacking, and you're just like, well, I don't have a tent or I don't have a kayak, you know, it's kind of expensive to do that kind of stuff just to go buy it for your first time. So I would suggest, you know, look into getting into like a tour or something of someone. So that's what they started, and it's a pretty cool concept. They're actually in Kentucky, as their name says, and Kentucky is beautiful. I don't know if you've ever been, but if you haven't, you should visit. They have beautiful forest up there, gorgeous forest. I have family that lives in Kentucky, and we used to go a lot when I was younger, and it would just be like complete forest, like old house built up in the middle of nowhere. So you should definitely take a look at them. I'm gonna, like I told you at the beginning, I am going to link their website and their Instagram down below. And this is boiling, but I wanted to show you real quick. So like I always do, huge chunks of chicken in this. It's all white meat chicken. I already checked the ingredients on the back. And what's really cool is it's like rotini, I think it's called, pasta. And we're gonna go ahead and pour this while I'm talking. But I can't talk and pour at the same time or else I'll spill it. Whew. I'll tell you what, this MSR Pocket Rocket 2 gets water hot. It looks like I'm cutting off my head. But yeah, so they were really kind and they wanted to sponsor this video, so thank you so much. I've had these for a couple weeks now, but like I was telling you before at the beginning, it is just trash weather lately, and this is like the first time that we've had really nice weather. So I was like, you know, I don't want to just do the review in my kitchen, you know, especially since I've gotten into backpacking. I want to go out and actually use these on the trail and really give you a good review of what it would be like eating this after you've been hiking. I think a total today we have done 4.5, close to 5 miles. Hold on one second. Yeah, about 4.5, close to 5 miles. So we haven't done any huge miles or anything like that, but when you do 5 miles, you can burn quite a few calories. So it's really awesome that they sent me this. This is the chicken Alfredo pasta. It is by Refuel. There's 2 servings in this, and this particular one has 44 grams of protein, which is something that you really do want to look for whenever, you know, you are going backpacking. And they actually will be serving these and be giving these to the people that, you know, go on tours with them. So they actually provide the tent, they provide kayaks, they provide a very detailed packing list of what you need to bring whenever you go out with them. So I do think it's really cool that they, you know, started this. So thank you so much. I appreciate you guys sending me this. Now, I have never had a pasta, like chicken Alfredo pasta for any, whether it be Mountain House or, you know, the pantry meals or anything like that. So this should be really interesting. It looks really tasty on the front. Let's see if it gets that in focus. I don't know why there's constant gunshots off around here. But yeah, so this one has, like I said, 2 servings. It does have 340 calories per serving, so that's a pretty good calorie amount. And if you decide that, hey, I just burned 2,000 calories and you want to eat the whole bag, it's 690. So it's a pretty good deal. It is made in the US, which is really awesome. So yeah, I'm gonna give these a go. We're gonna see how these do. And whoop, just lost focus. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and give these a go. And it says wait 10 minutes. I should probably look at my watch and see when 10 minutes is. But yeah, 10 minutes, and it only takes 10.5 ounces of water. So a little bit less water than some other ones that I know of. So yeah, we'll try it as soon as it's done. Hey guys, so it got dark, obviously. So, oh, I keep feeling like someone's crawling on me. Thanks to this little light right here, we'll be just fine. But yeah, so this is all, it should be done. It's been about, I don't know, 15 minutes. So let's see, I'm gonna stir it up. It smells really good, has like a really good, like, has a very, like a basil-y, like Italian seasoning smell, which I can tell this has lots of seasoning in it because you can physically see the seasoning. Let's see if I can get a bite on here so you guys can see it. I don't know if it can be seen. It ain't gonna work, but yeah, it's yeah, so you can see the little seasonings in it, and it has like the little white pieces of chicken. And I just really like the pasta because it looks bite-sized, which when you're digging into one of these, you don't want big noodles trying to be shoved in your mouth. It has a really good cheese smell. It is made with milk and wheat, so if you are lactose intolerant, then obviously this maybe not be the best idea for you while you're out camping, but yeah, let's give it a go. This is really good. You wanna try? I'm camping with my dad. Under the Carolina Skies, or YouTube?
Yep.
Yep, Under the Carolina Sky. You can go check him out. I'll also link him down below. He is making honey chicken.
Honey lime.
Honey lime chicken, which neither one of us has had before. But this is actually really good, isn't it? Well, this is 2 servings, so I can't eat 2 full servings, so you can eat this too.
Well,
but yeah, this has like a really good flavor.
it's creamy.
It's very creamy.
Yeah,
and it doesn't taste like a backpacking meal, like what you would think a backpacking meal would taste like. The chicken, I guess because it rehydrated so well, definitely tastes like still chicken. I know I've tasted some backpacking meals, and like when you're eating them, the chicken is just, you can tell it's rehydrated, or the vegetables in it, you can tell are rehydrated. It's still good, but it's just always, you know, after you've been hiking all day, or you've been backpacking or kayaking or whatever that you do, it's always good to have like a really good meal to come back to. And we were talking when we were coming back from hiking, and we were just like, we wish we would have brought steaks, some of my grandma's potato salad. Shout out to grandma's potato salad because it's delicious. But this is actually a very good substitute.
It's very good.
Mm-hmm. I actually feel like I might eat this whole thing, and I do not need to.
Well, that's okay, because I got this.
So yeah, so out of a scale of 1 to 10 for this brand, for this so far, I would definitely say this is like a close 10. Like, I mean, I've tried several. My dad agrees. This is a very good meal. Now, I did my research before, and I went, because I had never, like, really heard of this this brand before, so I went and looked it up. Like I was saying, it's the Peak Refuel, and they had great reviews. So I was very excited to try this because I was like, okay, this one's going to be good. Sometimes I get a backpacking meal, and of course I don't always film myself eating them, but sometimes I get really worried. I'm like, ugh. And that's all that I have to eat, so it's like, I hope that it's good. But this one, I really think that you can't go wrong with this one. Now in the morning, I have the breakfast skillet of this particular one. I'm very excited that has like peppers, onions, it has pork sausage in it, potatoes, all that kind of good stuff. So I think it's going to be really, really good. As for this is a definite yes. This is the chicken Alfredo pasta, the Peak Refuel meal. If it wasn't so dark and I wasn't just a floating head in a t-shirt, I probably would keep talking, but my dad's meal is almost done, so I'll go ahead and let you go. I actually will probably add on to this one, so you'll probably see me in the morning. All right, bye.